G'day everybody, how you going today? It is so good to see you, and here we have teaser trailer number 3 for the Nikon Z9. Let's break it down frame by frame. And there's a few less. This one's not 31 seconds like the last two. It's a few seconds shorter. What does this mean? Probably nothing. Let's get into it. Okay, well, let's go through the trailer moment by moment. I think really this trailer is telling us about stills performance and stills performance only. Action, 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 which was actually my prediction. I made the thumbnail for this video beforehand in order for me able to put this video up as fast as possible tonight, because it's now almost midnight here. The trailer is dropping in this time zone really late at night, and I know it is the start of the 20th as of recording in the USA. Anyway, let's jump into it. What we're seeing here very first, of course, is AF tracking and all the different modes of AF tracking. If we look super closely, well, we don't really have to look that closely. First, of course, we start with the motorbike tracking, and we can see how that's working. That's working fabulously. There is car tracking, and as the car goes through the S-bend, we can see here at this moment that it starts on the left side of the car, which is closest to camera, and then moves to the right side of the car. That is frame right of the car. It's actually the opposite for the car itself. So the car tracking is able to track which side of the car is closest to the camera. And then, of course, we see a tennis player being tracked very well, people running being tracked very well, and at the end, someone running at high speed towards the camera doing long jump. Now, what this is showing us is that the focus is absolutely outstanding. It is sticking like crazy, and it's working in all these sorts of situations. Now, firstly, this is all sports and people. There is no wildlife here at all, which makes me think that teaser trailer number 4 might give us that. We might see some wildlife, and perhaps the absolutely largest comment that we have heard from around the world. I've heard it resonating on my channel over and over again: bird in flight tracking. Wouldn't it be just ironic and funny and gorgeous and beautiful if that's what we saw in trailer 4? Bird in flight AF tracking. That's my prediction. That's my guess for trailer 4. As I said, this is all about sport. And there's two other things that we can get from this video. One is frame rates, and the other is, it could be a trick of the edit. And we don't know, because they're removing a great deal of the head-up display from the EVF, and all we're actually seeing is the eye tracking. We don't know, 1, frame rates, and 2, we don't know whether this is actually a representation of the focus tracking or of the EVF. But my belief is it is a representation of the EVF, and the photographer is photographing, and guess what? There is no blackout. So I think this is what Nikon is trying to show us here, that the Z9 works with 0 blackout. And that's very exciting. Obviously, it's on par with its peers in Canon and Sony. We would expect nothing less. So I think that's what they're trying to tell us here. That's certainly what I'm taking from it, that the Z9 is blackout free, and that is going to make people very, very happy. Lots of people very, very happy. So I think, to the best of my understanding, blackout free would have to be shutter free, because you can't have a shutter getting in the way, or then you'd have a blackout. So by the sound of it, it looks like there's a mode, or by the look of it, it looks like there's a mode which is basically, the silent shutter mode, where you're using an electronic shutter. So I think that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing no blackout, which means a mode with no shutter. That is so exciting. And the second thing is frame rates. Now, we've done some thumbnail calculations just on the back of a napkin, so to speak, and we think we're hearing something like 18, 19, 20, 21, something like that frames per second on this when we hear the and how much is going on. Now, there was a rumor that there was an electronic sound, and I suppose an electronic sound could kind of do anything. So I would definitely take this part of analysis with a grain of salt. And basically, what I would like to say is, I have no idea what the frame rates are, but they sound very fast. So just to recap what all of this means, we do have tracking, we do have motion tracking, car tracking, bike tracking, people tracking, eye tracking that is looking very sticky and spectacular. So that is so exciting. We do have what appears to be no blackout when shooting at high speed. So that would indicate shooting in silent mode. And of course, silent mode means that there is no shutter. You don't have a physical shutter. So obviously it's got a silent mode in there that doesn't use a shutter, and it works very, very fast. So that seems amazing. So of course, based on the fact that it can shoot 8K at 30 frames a second, we know that, we saw that in the last video. And of course, 8K at 30 frames per second is also moving without a shutter coming in front of it between each frame on a mirrorless camera. So this next iteration, it kind of makes a lot of sense that it can do this sort of thing as well at speeds. So there's actually quite a fair bit hidden in this teaser trailer. It's super exciting. I'd love to know your thoughts and your feedback, and have I missed anything? I've only had about 20 minutes to analyze this, but I'm really pumped. And as I said, I do think we might have something related to animals and high speed, and maybe we will see the coveted bird in flight, eye detect, face detect, whatever it is, occurring in teaser trailer 4. So the current rumors on Nikon rumors are that this camera will be formally announced on the 28th. So I suppose this could mean one more teaser trailer and then it's announced the following day or at the same time. Who knows? Who knows if that rumor is correct? But we are certainly getting tantalizingly close, and this teaser trailer 3 is absolutely showing us and the world one of the most critical elements left of the Z system, which is the AF tracking. I'm confident if there's motorcycles and cars and people, there will also be animals, because Nikon have already done animals when it comes to cat and dog detect, which we've had for a few years now. So I think the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I think we should all be very excited, and yeah, no, this is getting more and more exciting as each week goes by. I can't wait for the next week. All right, everybody, let me know your thoughts below. If you've seen anything else, please let me know in the comments. And I will see you very soon. Probably the next one will be late at night as well. All right. Don't forget, if this is your first time here, please do subscribe. Please like and share. And good night.